That time I remembered to turn off my camera and chat briefly while coming back here, because when I cut this up into parts later, this is probably going to be the start of a new part, and that last one will be the last part. And now we'll go do the freaking weed star or something, is what we'll go do. But yeah, on that topic, like, there's so many stream projects that get me really hyped to think about that I'd love to do one of these days, like modded Minecraft, like freaking the rest of my Assassin's Creed series. Like, there's so many cool things on the channel that I'm super hyped for, but like, I don't know when I'm gonna get to them, because it's like, there's so many things to do at once. Like, right now we're focusing on the 3D Mario series, which technically we could stop doing Mario Galaxy 1, since for this series I just want to beat the games. I don't exactly want to 100% them, but I need to get a new controller before we can start Mario Galaxy 2, since, you know, they didn't bother putting it in 3D All-Stars. So if we want it in HD, I'm gonna have to emulate it. And my current controller for that freaking has its right stick in place, so I can't use it for the cursor reliably. So I need to get a new controller. So as soon as I get a new controller, I'll drop Mario Galaxy 1 and start playing Mario Galaxy 2 on this channel. But until then, we're just gonna be screwing around in Mario Galaxy 1 because it's fun, even if 3D All-Stars sucks. I forgot this was motion controls. I started using the left stick. Oops. I honestly forgot. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that one, but no! Hello, Twilight Thief. Mario Galaxy indeed. I'm gonna get a freaking game over here, because apparently I suck at this motion controls thing all of a sudden. No? Okay, so I have to hold it vertically, is what it is. Okay, now I remember. Again, this is my first playthrough of the 3D All-Stars version of Mario Galaxy, so I'm really used to, like, Wiimote things, not, you know, wait, what do I do here? The hell? Wait, what do I... Wait, what? Wait, what? Do I have to navigate around? The hell is this crap? Oh my goodness, how hard is it to emulate on PC? Because you used to emulate on mobile. Emulation on I can smash the emulation on PC is like way easier. Emulation on mobiles, like, you gotta do all these freaking weird workarounds and then probably continuously replace the emulators every once in a while because they keep being taken down, yada yada. It freaking sucks. But on PC, it's like so much easier, at least for like Nintendo consoles and such. Like the GameCube and Wii emulator that I'll be using for Mario Galaxy 2 is called Dolphin, and it works freaking great. It gets continuous updates all the time that you can automatically download. It's like super user-friendly and easy to use. Its netplay is honestly, like, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good a lot of the time. So, like, earlier this year, just a few months ago, we did a multiplayer playthrough of Pikmin 2. It was specifically a mod for Pikmin 2 that allowed it to be multiplayer. And with me and two other streamers, Chublima and Uneven Pictures, we did a full multiplayer playthrough on the Dolphin emulator of Pikmin 2. And it was freaking great. So Chublima and I were using, well, Xbox 360 controllers, and Uneven was the one person using an actual GameCube controller for the GameCube game we were emulating, and it was great. But yeah, don't remember this stage? This is like one of the 3 green star stage. You mean weed star stage? Heck yeah, bro. We're getting so freaking stoned in the weed star stage. No! Don't tell me it's from the, no! Here we go, speedrun strats. Oh, that would have been so sick. We got the first jump at least. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember this one either, and I've 100%ed Mario Galaxy twice. Don't get mad at you don't like Pikmin. It's definitely not for everyone. I think it's one of those games where it's like either you love it or you hate it. There's no real in between. Okay, so we can smash these things. Freaking go up the thing! Mario smash! Okay, so we just have to like jump into them with like a little bit of speed, essentially. Neat. Neat. But yeah, honestly, I'd love to potentially do some more netplay Dolphin, GameCube, and Wii games in the future. With some people, like some old Mario Party games, stuff like that. Or when it comes to some Wii games, oh man, imagine how fun it'd be to get some netplay freaking New Super Mario Bros. Wii going. I really want to do that one day. Maybe some 2-player Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii or something like that. I'd love to do something like that one of these days. So yeah, GameCube and Wii emulator is Dolphin. Wii U is Cemu. I've only tried a little bit of that. I know that there's a Switch emulator that I've never tried because like the capture card for my Switch works just fine. What? No! 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 Holy crap. My goodness. Nintendo DS emulator is Desmume. I have no idea how it's pronounced. 3DS emulator is Citra. Freaking Nintendo 64 emulator is Project 64. Like, I don't know that much about emulators that are like non-Nintendo ones. I do have a PS2 emulator lying around, and I have a PSP emulator lying around because there was a when we started earlier this year, the complete series on the entire Assassin's Creed series, I was like, okay, let's do weird spin-offs too. So there was one weird specific one on the PSP that I played. It was definitely not the best, but it wasn't half bad compared to the Nintendo DS ones, the freaking Nintendo DS Assassin's Creed games that I didn't know that existed until I googled them. Were freaking some of the worst games I've ever played in my life. But yeah, like the Zelda series, even though you have played Majora's Mask and Breath of the Wild, like you're saying, even though those are the only ones that you've played, or even though you've played those ones because they suck. No, I'm joking. But like what you mean by that there? And Breath of the Wild is probably one of, if not the game that I'm honestly the best at, even if I hate its story and music. I know how to break that game in half. Speaking of, I've been working on editing a video that is like mostly done as of earlier today of a glitched Breath of the Wild Christmas or holidays or whatnot. It's basically a freaking Christmas poem, Christmas carol thing, except with breaking things in Breath of the Wild, with Santa Link clipping into the chimney, freaking duplicating his giant boomerangs by overloading his menu for all the children of Hyrule, yada yada, stuff like that. So it's gonna be a very unique video to say the least. I'm looking forward to sharing that out there. And Majora's Mask I only played for one weekend when it released on the 3DS. So I only have like 3 days or 2 days worth of 3 or 2 days worth of playing it. 3 days if you count Friday as part of the weekend. And that's the only time that I've ever played Majora's Mask. But I 100%ed it in that weekend. So like, but yeah, you're good at Breath of the Wild, but you don't know speedrun strats? Well, if you ever go back to play Breath of the Wild, like, just look up online different ways that you can break the game, or watch like my playthrough or something and learn about all sorts of glitches. Because as I found out when I started playing it earlier this year with glitches for the first time and constantly learning those along the way, let me tell you, it is a completely different game when you know how to break its engine in half. And like when you understand even just a small handful of glitches, all of a sudden Breath of the Wild becomes like, okay, so the thing about this game's engine is it barely works. And it's great. Hello, Anima. How's it going today? How go things? Welcome to a game I don't know how to break like Breath of the Wild. But I wish I did. Man, if Breath of the Wild 2 runs on the same engine, I'd have so much fun breaking that in half. This is the thing. We like sort of broke Age of Calamity in half, but the thing about Breath of the Wild specifically, its engine is just like so unique that there's like so many ways you can break it. I love it. It is being crap. I hate that when I'm trying to watch a stream. I hate that even more when I'm the one freaking streaming and then my stream dies and I have to go restart my modem just to get my stream going some more. It freaking sucks. Watch us do this first try. I guess all these green star ones are supposed to be a little bit trickier, a bit harder and stuff. I'm not even reading any of the signs on any of them. Okay, so the star for that is like back that away, I believe. Okay. I guess we could have made it back there in one cycle, but we'll play it safe. Good and bad. Burnt your thumb cooking food in the oven. Had it just been burning your thumb or dropping the food? Nose. I don't remember if this was in Discord, but didn't you say that you had like burnt yourself like recently, or am I losing my mind and thinking of someone else? Because if you're going around continuously burning yourself, Anima, you need to freaking stop that. You need to not do that. Have you tried not doing that, maybe? Because that does not sound good at all. Okay, so we're gonna have to go, like, way further for this little mini warp star thing, I guess. Boopity bop. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, I burnt myself a couple times as, like, a kiddo. But ever since then, I've, you know, tried to be, like, way more careful than I was back then. So let's avoid the mines. And then we'll have the level... Watch me lose this, like, right here. I would be so mad. That would suck so much. Okay, so that's right in the center, which makes sense. Which would make sense. We go this way, slow and steady. I wonder what it would look like to speedrun this. I do wonder. Okay, easy peasy. Look at that. Whoops. Away we go. Neat. Neat, neat. Let's do that. And yeah, ever since they introduced Twitch's channel points, they've had really weird things like those highlighted messages and stuff. But apparently pretty soon they'll be adding the ability for, whoa, for people to redeem channel points to get the stream to be like suggested to more people or something like that. No! Oh my goodness, well, I'm not breaking that open. Oh, I do not want to dare read that right now. I don't know how that one bullet bill did not take me out. Okay, we're fine, I think. Oh, that wasn't even the star. That's a freaking random one-up. How long is this level? Okay, get away from that bullet bill before it causes me any actual trouble. I'll read that in a second. Yoink! I'll take that, thank you. Sweet. This is very long. I guess all the green star ones are probably gonna be pretty. Oh no! Oh no! It gives me so many lives, just in case. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh no! I hear it! Now freaking give the thing to me! Oh man, you brush the pan, that's how you burn yourself, but this time cooking with a small pan, you didn't get a good handle on it, so you paid the price. Oh noes. But it'll be fine. How am I today? A bit stressed out. There's a group project going on for one of my classes. There's actually a group project going on for 2 of my classes. But there's one in specific, is a group of 4. And up until this point, the group kind of meetings have been like 2 people being mostly silent and then me and one other person being the ones who like mostly lead things along and go through our kind of topics and whatever the heck and yada yada. Well, our last meeting on Friday, me and this one group member started proposing like a whole bunch of very questionable ideas. And I basically told them, like, no, I disagree with that. I think we should just, like, stick with what we have, since we have, like, a week and a half left to do, like, 4 massive things for this project. So let's just focus on, like, what we've already agreed on and established and, like, flush that out and not introduce, like, weird new things into the mix. Let's go to the Loop de Swoop Galaxy is what we'll do. So, like, I told them that I disagree on these things, and then they started hating me. So, like, they got like super defensive about all their points on Friday. Like every time I would counteract one of their points, they would come up with some other excuse on the spot, like just so that they wouldn't have to like concede to me or agree with me. The Galaxy's greatest wave, huh? The greatest wave, the greatest vape. Anyway, like for example, we are doing a presentation that kind of covers a fake kind of website that we'd be putting together, and the website part isn't even that important. It's just like the presentation, the content that we're covering. And one of the things that we had talked about on this fake it's a fake website that's supposed to cover like some career options that you're getting back from more race surfing. This course is a monster. You sure you want to try? Okay, so you got 3 minutes to get back here. Stay calm and just enjoy the surf. So this kind of fake website is supposed to outline like a couple potential career paths that, how do I go? Oh, I hold A. A couple potential career paths that you can pursue after graduating like this program at this place, yada yada. And one of the things that we talked about, for example, this is gonna be an example of one of the things that went on, was we had agreed as a group, like, okay, one of the things we can have on our fake site is like a video that like, or like a fake video where it's like, oh, click here to learn about Joe Schmo's story because he graduated the program and went on to find success, because we determined in our research that the age range that we're appealing to very much likes having somebody that they can relate to like that. So when there was a time in one of our meetings that I brought up, well, like, okay, for other information, for when we include that on the site, we don't actually need to include other information. It just needs to be links that look like they would work, like links to freaking, you know, LinkedIn, Indeed, stuff like that, where it's just like their logos where presumably if you click them, it would redirect to something. But since it's just like a fake site that's made in Photoshop, we don't need to do anything like that. And this one group member was just like, what, are you saying we don't have to reference any of our work? Are you saying that we shouldn't link anything to anything? And whoops, dang it. And I was like, no, I'm just saying that on a fake website that isn't real, we don't need our interactable elements to actually be interactable. For example, and I used the video that we had discussed as an example, being like, we already agreed as a group that we were, hey, the doggy's here. Hey, silly doggy. Like, we already agreed as a group that we are going to that we are going to have interactable elements like this that look like they are interactable, but don't actually do anything. Because, like, why would we do something like that? And then this one group member is like, oh, well, why don't we actually make it interactable then? And I was like, okay, so you want our, like, fake thumbnail and, like, fake video of somebody who graduated the program to find success. You want to make that real. Do you want us to go out and, like, interview, like, somebody who graduated the program? And she was like, no, we can't do that. I was like, great, so we won't do that. And she was like, oh, but what if we have a video of, like, a meeting or something instead, of people having a meeting? And I was like, why on our fake site would we have a video of people having a meeting? And she was like, oh, well, these are career fields where people have meetings, don't they? I was just like, what the heck? What even? And there was a time earlier in the meeting, for example, where she was proposing making a real website instead of like a fake one in Photoshop. And I was like, I mean, I'm good either way. Like, either way, I don't think it's gonna give us more marks. And she started making the argument like, oh, it'll give us more marks because, like, that's making a real website. You got the thing. That is not an easy time to get on the course. Well, hey, everyone, to see you drop in and say hello. She was like, oh, I'm sure a real website will give us more marks, even though the professor gave us the choice between making a real or fake site. So I had to make the arguments of, like, I'm pretty sure if the professor gives you, like, 2 options, the professor isn't going to secretly mark one of those 2 options better without telling the class. Like, that seems like something that would not be a thing. So then she was like, oh, but if we make an actual website, then you can add it to, like, your portfolio. So if you, like, pursue jobs in web design in the future, then you can present this Wix site. She wants to do, like, a Wix site is what it was. So, like, one of those formats where, like, anybody can put a site together, essentially, who doesn't, like, nobody needs to understand web design to make a site on that. So she was like, oh, you can add it to your portfolio, and if you work in, like, web design or something like that, then you can, like, present it to potential employers. So then I had to explain, like, okay, if your specialization is web design, and you present to a potential employer a Wix site, they are not gonna think that you're a real web designer, because it's a platform that is meant for people who don't do web design to make websites. So if you as a web designer present a freaking Wix site to, like, potential employers, they are going to reject you immediately. Like... And then she made the excuse of like, oh, but what if that company, like, uses Wix as their main platform for their site? So then I had to explain, okay, literally any business out there worth half their salt is not going to have a domain name that ends in .wix.com. No company is going to have another company name in their domain name. Like, why? Why would they do that on their own website? So it was just like this crazy back and forth of, I don't want to concede that you might be on the right track. I'm gonna make up some other excuse on the spot so that I don't have to concede. So there was a lot of this crazy back and forth of, like, this defensive wall that could not be gotten past, that I was desperately trying to be like, can we just drop this and move on? Like, it's not really relevant to us? Yada yada. And I'd never seen this super defensive side before, so I reached out to her afterwards. I was like, okay, is everything all right? Like, because, you know, we've had disagreements in past meetings before, but, like, it's never, you know, been this super crazy back and forth and, you know, crazy frustration, it felt like. Okay, I'm just gonna toss that. And, like, 2 days later, I got a response that was basically, like, I had basically asked, like, was there any, like, stress of the day or, like, anything going on? Because if there is, just let us know, and, like, the rest of the group will do our best to, you know, take over and stuff like that as best we can, because self-care is really important and don't want to see you, like, coming to meetings that you don't feel comfortable being in, yada yada. And she was like, nope, no stress brought to the meeting. You just, like, really got on my nerves with, like, how much you were constantly contesting me. I was like, well, like, disagreements are healthy in a group. Like, it helps you come to, like, a mutual consensus and, like, a solution that everybody's happy with and yada yada. That's healthy for group discussions. And she was like, well, all your remarks towards me were, like, really accusatory. And I was like, well, I mean, and I basically started saying, like, you shouldn't really interpret disagreements as personal attacks. And her response to that was, like, oh, I didn't interpret it as personal attacks, but when you say things in an accusatory manner, it can be seen very much as attacking. So it's like, okay, you've told me you didn't interpret it as personal attacks, and now you've told me that basically you interpreted it as personal attacks in different words, in completely different words. So it just became, like, a really weird kind of situation, essentially, and I don't know how to deal with that at all, but basically towards the end of back and forth in DMs, we did come to the consensus of like, okay, like she was like, whatever, we'll go with your format in a kind of tone of voice that was like, ugh, fine, we'll do that, I guess, basically. And I was like, okay, look, even if we disagree, we have 1 week left to do this project. We can definitely see it through to the end. So whether or not we disagree, whether or not you like me or not even, like, we can see this through to the end, get the project done, get a good mark, yada yada. It seemed like we had come to a mutual consensus that we were going to see this through to the end. Things were going to go back to normal in our meetings. We would go back to having like regular discussion and yada yada. And then today's meeting, earlier today, she spoke up maybe like twice all meeting. Like, she rarely ever spoke. And dang it! So she just, but yeah, so she just wanted to, right? Was she being a Karen? I guess you could say that. Guess you could put it into those kinds of words. I'm gonna need to get that one purple coin over there. So, like, up until this point, it had been, like, mostly silence from, like, our other two group members who had been, like, really shy and stuff, I guess, and mostly me and this one other person kind of leading things along. Now it's just me, because the other person seems to hate me and doesn't really want to be part of, like, group discussion or anything anymore. Even though, in DMs, I thought we were on the same page of, hey, let's see this through to the end, we can definitely do that. Like, whether or not we agree or disagree, let's just have things go back to normal, see things through to the end, and get this project done and get a good mark, yada yada. But then today was just like, she didn't want to participate in the meeting at all. And I was like, oh, well, okay. And one of the other group members reached out to me after the meeting, like, yo, do you know what's going on with her? And I was like, I don't know. It sounds like you not wanting to participate in, like, group kind of stuff. Oh, the homing attack makes that get pulled in. That's cool, isn't it? But essentially, what we have left for this project, yeah, and I'm honestly usually really shy myself as well. Usually in group projects, I'll be one of those people that's just like, I'll only speak when spoken to, freaking just give me a task and I'll see it done, but I probably won't go out and do anything myself. But if nobody else is speaking up, then I do take charge, and I can't wall jump off that. Then I do take charge and, like, make sure that we're on track with things and getting things done and yada yada. That's the only time, though, is if I need to. If nobody else is doing it, which has been the case for this project. Otherwise, in, like, university and stuff, you'll find me being the person who, like, sits in the corner of class and, like, never speaks to anybody unless I need to. Anyway, so what we have left for this project is making this entire site, dang it, start to finish. And then we need to create the entire presentation start to finish. Then we need to record. Everybody needs to record their bits for the presentation, and then everybody needs to send their recordings to me for me to edit it all together, since, like, I have the most editing experience. Like, I have a freaking Twitch and YouTube channel, so I edit a lot of things a lot of the time. Let's see here. Oh, I need to grab onto that one thing, don't I? And all that, like, today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, the 9th of December. This is due next week Wednesday. We have exactly a week to do literally 4 things. So my format of doing a fake website, I've used my kind of graphic design knowledge to throw together a format where I can show it, actually. I can show what I've been working on here, is what I can do. Like, let's see here. If I open up the thing. So the thing that I put together here for these career things. Do Twitch as a hobby or job or just for fun? Both at this point, honestly. Is basically what it is. Basically like a part-time job that I balance with university and such, because, you know, it does help me make payments towards, like, crazy tuition fees and stuff like that at the end of the day, so it does technically help. But the biggest motivation is definitely just for fun. Like, this is not something where I can, you know, make it full-time on the spot if I wanted to. Like, it's not like it makes crazy amounts of revenue. It's just like something on the side here and there. So, like, anyway, if I go to display capture here, like, I've put together a format where it's like, these are literally Google Slides, is what this is. Those are literally just Google Slides. So we have, like, 10 key points that we talk about, essentially, that have all been assigned to different people, and there's, like, one for, like, two different careers. I basically did this format where within my document here, I can just take, like, everybody's finished work within these slides and paste them in here, and it's done. Just as I did earlier today when it comes to this, which these slides were done by me and one other person working together. We did, like, 5 of these points. So it's like a very easy format where it's like, there's these Google slides, just put in, like, your info that you found, and then like I can paste them in, and then we have like our whole website done essentially. And here's the freaking fake video and thumbnail and stuff that I threw together and stuff. So like there's that. Like it's a really easy format. All anybody has to do is just put their info into the freaking slides, and then it's done. So I was under the impression that today's meeting, like before today's meeting started, that we would have that done. Like everybody would have their info put in, like their homework done essentially. And that, you know, I could just put that in, and then we could start on the presentation like this meeting, since we only have 1 week left and we have like a crazy amount of things to do. Well, the meeting starts. Nobody has any info in there. I was the only person who had typed anything into those slides at all. So I asked everybody like, oh, was there research done? And apparently everybody's answer was like, oh yes, we have it, we just have it written in a different thing. So I was like, okay. So I guess at the beginning of the meeting, just like type it into, come on, grab the thing. Just type in what you found, just put it into there, and then I can paste that in there, and then we have like our fake website done. And then that's out of the way, and yada yada. And one of our group members does that in like 20 minutes, something like that, like just taking the info that they have and putting into there like easy peasy. And if you have like all the info already gathered that you need and just need to type it into there, you'd think that maybe it would take like, you know, 10 minutes to maybe half an hour at most. And that's, you know, what it took for this one group member. But as for the other two, one of which is the one who seems to hate me now, 2.5 hours later, it still wasn't done. When it was just take the info that you already have and just put it into those slides. That literally should only take 10 minutes to type in what you already have. If you truly already have it, if that wasn't a lie. And there were periods where it seemed like nothing was getting done, and the meeting, like our Discord call, was just completely silent. And I have to like put on my push talk button and just ask them, like, you guys still there? Is everything going all right? And then there'd just be silence. And then I'd like ask again, and I address them by name and be like, oh, is everything all right here? Y'all still there? And then I get the response of like, oh yeah, we're still here. I'd be like, okay, is there still things happening on the like thing that, you know, you're supposed to be doing? And it'd be like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's getting done. And yeah, eventually the meeting finished with, okay, I guess there's nothing up here. Yeah, I don't like it when people hate me, because I never try to get people to freaking hate me. I never try to be like a bad guy or mean. I try to be accommodating to everyone. I try to be understanding towards everybody's like schedules and stuff. But when you're taking something that should take 10 minutes and you can't do it in 2.5 hours and have taken up our entire meeting when we have 1 week to do all these other bazillion things, is like, So eventually I did get started on making the actual presentation that we need to be working on. I started making the format, and it's mostly just blank right now. And I was like, okay, everybody on their own time will have to like fill that up. Yeah, maybe it's out of spite. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know, like, what's going on with that whole situation right now. Okay, I see these couple coins. I hope that the rest are just underwater. There looks like they are. So I am really, really worried about deadlines, especially considering I'm the person who's supposed to be like editing things together and turning it in at the end. And if they don't give me enough time to do that at the end, then that's gonna be on my head. So like, I do not know what the heck when it comes to this whole freaking situation. But yeah, so I was hoping that the entire meeting that we had today would be able to be focused on making this presentation, since we have 1 week left and we need to make this entire presentation from scratch. We need to record ourselves doing the presentation and then still give me enough time to edit it, all within this 1 week time frame. But nobody else was prepared to start the freaking presentation this meeting because almost everybody was too busy doing the slides that I thought that they were gonna have done before the meeting for today. And freaking, it's a mess. If they don't have what's expected to be done by Friday done, then I'm probably gonna stop being so nice and be like, "Okay, this is on my head if it's not edited at the end. Freaking, please be considerate to me instead of, you know, saving things for last minute." Like, we had established as a group, for example, that those slides that I paste into the kind of fake website should be done before the meeting so that we could start on the presentation today. And nobody had it done beforehand. I was the only person who did. So it's just... I have no idea where these last coins are. I saw one up on the tree over there. I guess I'll get the spring for that. So, I am freaking losing my mind over this group project right now. Because, like, my goodness. Also, on some subjects sort of about that, at some point, this chair that I'm on right now is kind of falling apart, but at some point in the near future, I may well be replacing this chair, which is going to be real good, because after this group project, my back is going to hurt so much from all that carrying, let me just tell you. Let me just tell you right now. You were friends for 3 years, then you started threatening to kill you, and you're scared and telling me you don't want to be friends? Is this something recently? This sounds like a very kind of serious issue. Like, if it's something that you want to talk about, like, in Discord, like, either, like, inventing in the server, or in, like, DMs or something like that, if it's something serious, like, my door's open to that kind of thing. I don't know if it's the kind of thing that's best for, you know, on stream and such, but if it is something that you seriously, like, want to talk about, that's, like, a serious stress, then, like, don't worry about being a stranger. Like, I make time for people who, you know, have serious issues they want to talk about and such. But hello, Chubalima, how's it going today? Hopefully way better than it is with my freaking stresses that I just finished ranting about. Freaking TLDR, when it comes to that, I have a group project where 2 people are silent, and 1 person I used to work well with, but now they seem to hate me after I disagreed with them, and now they don't want to do anything with the project anymore. And now it seems like everything's riding on my back, and freaking, everything sucks! Oh, don't go in the water. Don't go in there. Okay, so there's one over here that I missed. And at least they know about that. Yeah, that does not sound like a good situation. Don't go in the water. Whew! Oh my goodness. Super subpar day. I kind of wish I had a super subpar day instead of a freaking team meeting where nothing got done, but sometimes super subpar days can be alrighty. I guess they're super subpar, I suppose. Also, it's funny how this is like our first time doing Spring Mario. Okay, there's gotta be something I'm missing here. It's gotta be like under the water or something like that. Cancel stream, plans a nap. I've done that some days. I have definitely done that some days. Like, it's usually days that I'm like stressing out about projects and stuff going on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go freaking sleep. What my body does when I'm stressed out is it makes me tired, because I think the way that my brain interprets it is like, oh, sleep means not work or something. I don't know where this last coin is. But yeah, guess everyone had an okay-ish to bad day today. Sounds kind of like it, is the thing. But yeah, I gotcha there, Tara. Again, I don't think that it's like a stream environment isn't the best place to talk about that kind of thing, but if it is something that you do want to like have people to talk to about, like the Discord server's open and like my DMs are open to anybody who like wants to talk about stuff like that. But when it comes to on stream, it might be a bit too serious. if that makes sense. But yeah, it was a weird day for a lot of people. It seems like it here. Is there gonna be a coin behind one of you nerds? Maybe behind the other one? I don't know. Well, whatever, I don't care about the one up that much. Yeah, naps they can be amazing. I feel like during lockdown especially, like I've been taking way more power naps than I'm used to. Like I take freaking power naps all the time. No idea where this freaking coin is. There's no way it's back there. Yeah, that's not destructible. I thought maybe it would be if I was lucky. That'd be neat. But yeah, so occasionally I take power naps while I'm balancing a whole bunch of stuff. All of this that I'm balancing with like editing and stuff that I'm doing for the channel as well. You gotta be back here or something. Darn you! Turn around, Mario. Turn around. Dang it! The swimming controls are not the best a lot of the time. Did I just see a shadow over there of something that could be a coin? No, I think that was the shadow of that. Oh, no, that's the shadow of the freaking penguin that I saw earlier. I do not know where the last coin here is. What the hell? Anyway, so that's what I'm kind of dealing with right now in terms of that group project and stuff. But yeah, you just turned on your PC to send a file somewhere you're gonna lurk. Alright, have a good lurk there, Jubilee. Oh, also, at some point, speaking of, we were just talking about emulators earlier, and I started talking about Pikmin 2. Thinking about that earlier, at some point, if we can also get into contact with Uneven, at some point, maybe, if you're interested, we could potentially try out challenge mode. Only if everybody involved is, like, interested. Because it could be fun. Like, I can maybe try looking up. Enjoy Galaxy, this game is the bomb. Galaxy is, 3D All-Stars is not. But Galaxy definitely is. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, because at some point, like, if there's dates that work for everybody, I think that could be super fun. I think, like, anyway, yeah, enjoy your lurk. Man, this render distance is great. Again, 3D All-Stars, freaking best game ever. Look at that shell over there. We'll rally the troops. Where am I missing this thing? There might be a way to look up. I don't know how it's done, if there's like some sort of a button I press or something like. Hold on, what if we get rid of Spring Mario up here? Like, there's gotta be something I'm missing. Like, what's the... Hold on, let's get up to like here or something. Come on! No, it's not the sticks. Nope. No, I don't think any button is like free camera control. Could be near a tree. Could well be. Yeah, no, but yeah, it doesn't let... What? Now it lets me freaking... I was just about to show the freaking camera thing on this. Okay, well, I don't think it's over here then. I don't believe. So then, so I press like up on the right stick and then I use the left stick to move around the camera. Weird. What the hell? Yeah, we're learning things here. Man, this level sure is fun, isn't it? Okay, honestly, what the heck? It's gotta be one I'm missing down here or something, right? Like some obscure nook or cranny? Maybe? Like if we check around the edges or something. It's gotta be something hidden down here if I had to guess. Right? Maybe? Hopefully? I don't know. Guess that 1-up doesn't despawn. Wait, up we go. I said up we go. No! Gosh darn it! My goodness. Is there anything down here? It doesn't let me move the camera right now because good game design. Still doesn't let me move the camera at all. Oh my goodness. Look around this corner, please, Mario, to see if there's... I'm just gonna assume there's nothing there. Methinks. Come on. What am I missing? We're missing 1. I hate it. What the hell? It's not over here or something, is it? Like up on this higher up layer of the water? Mario Galaxy is a perfect game with no bugs or flaws whatsoever. Which rock do you think can be destroyed? Like that one that I was stuck on earlier? I think I tried that earlier. I might not have. Like I can check it if this is the one that you're talking about over here. Nope. If that's the one you were talking about, at least. Doesn't seem like. Come on, get up to... Jeez, man, I love how much I bonk. I hate everything. No, get up. Let me turn the camera, please. Please just say it's like somewhere over here. Where the heck? Center one? There's one in the center? I can have a look, maybe. The one in the center? Where in the center? Where in the center here? Grab the shell, please. Thank you. Center? What center one? Like Hawa? Not sure what you mean here. I'm not completely sure. If you mean like this one against the wall, like right there, that one is destructible, but not in this level. I've already tested it in this level. Big giant one? Whoa. I'm not quite sure. Ah, there's a loose hair on my face. This one? Nope. Doesn't let me turn my camera or anything. Ah. So it's not that. Okay, there's this one loose hair getting in my eye. Where the heck? It's not above you or something, is it? His head kind of bugged out for a hot second. It's not up here. Well, I mean, it's free time in swim class today. Discord groups that ban you for posting memes? I mean, it depends on the kind of memes, I guess, but... What the heck? Try the pengus? But like, try what with them? What exactly? There are 5 of them in the ocean. I didn't count how many were there. I think we got 5 from there. Like one... I think at least we got 5 from there? Not 100% certain. Like, I don't see anything here as I'm swinging around. I am so confused right now. I hate it. Like, maybe somewhere around that tree and it's not loaded because the render distance sucks or something? Like that I haven't checked? I mean, I don't know if there's anything I can do with this that helps me in any way. Doesn't look like. It's not like one in the water over here, is there? Doesn't seem to be one over here. I mean, depends on the kind of group then, I guess. I have no idea. I have not a clue. What the heck? I don't see any other purple coins. Is the thing. I see none. I don't understand. I think we got 5 from the water. I honestly don't know. Where the heck? Of course, this is for star number 69. Of course it would be. Apparently I can't turn any more to the right or left. Great game. I need to actually physically turn around first. Whoa, just like real life. I don't understand. I don't get it. There's nothing I can do with this, is there? It wouldn't be in that. Because it respawns over here. Watch it be around this corner or something. Oh my goodness. The one place on this entire map I hadn't checked. Oh my goodness. Noise. Oh my. I don't want to talk about it. Freaking perfect game. Thanks, I hate it. You got a star.